If your parent isn't healthy enough for you to be in a relationship with that parent, what makes you think they're healthy enough to be in a relationship with your children? I want to give you a little bit of food for thought because I have a lot of clients who struggle with this very thing, particularly with really little children who don't have big emotional attachments to these parents yet. You're in a really good position that if you're going to not have a relationship with that parent, to protect your children from the fallout later on, because eventually that's going to break down. What do you think it says to your children to see your parent not respecting you, not speaking to you, not addressing you? What do you think your children are thinking and feeling knowing that you're in a position where your own parent is so angry with you that the two of you aren't speaking, or vice versa? How is that a good environment for your children? Oh, they need their grandparents. No, they need healthy, loving people in their lives. They need people who show them how to lead by example. They need environments that are stable and consistent. And until, if and when and until you repair that relationship with that parent shouldn't be an active grandparent to your children because it's not a healthy dynamic. And you don't know if that parent of yours who you can't rely on is going to be reliable for your children. And especially if they're treating one of your kids better than the other child, you're impacting both kids' self esteem in a negative way in those interactions. Think about what you're feeding your children intellectually and emotionally. Would you give your child a rotten meal, a meal that you knew was going to make them sick and do them harm? Then why would you give your child, for lack of a better term, a rotten person? A person who doesn't demonstrate that they can take accountability and change bad behaviors and maybe even go to therapy with you and be loving and kind and consistent. Aren't those the things you want for your children? Loving, kind, consistent people? If these grandparents care so much about their children, they will go and get the help that they need to show up the way that they should, instead of just being these people who continually create damage. If they're not good enough for you, they're not good enough for your kids.